Hello everyone, what's up, what's new, and what's brackin'? I'm Richard Schertzer, and today I'm going to be reviewing the film, The Flash. I said it before, and I'll say it again, this was the best DCEU film in the franchise. I'll explain why, but you gotta listen up. First of all, The Flash, finally, Ezra Miller's Flash has their chance at the big silver screen that we've been waiting for years. And honestly, I can't speak for anyone else, but I was very satisfied. So, we see Barry Allen, aka The Flash, played by Ezra Miller, teaming up with Batman to take down Carmine Falcone's henchmen, or at least in the beginning of the film. And apparently he's still, the Flash, of course, still struggling to try to get his father out of jail after his father was blamed for the murder of his wife, which was not true. And then we see Barry Allen accidentally, and I do mean accidentally, time travel to different time periods and different places. And he uses his time travel abilities to prevent his mother from getting killed. However, that all goes awry when he time travels way too far and lands in another, split parallel universe, which I guess in this superhero franchise is called the multiverse. So, yeah. And you got two Barry Allens, so two Ezra Millers. I don't know how you feel about that. And what's also great, we get to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman. And we also have another actor who was previously Batman come back in the very end, but I'm not going to say who that was yet. So, yeah, let's get into the review. A lot of good from this movie. A lot of good. I really like the sequences. Now, a lot of people will say that the CGI was bad. And admittedly, yeah, they could have done better with certain portions and certain sections of the CGI. But again, as a creative, as a filmmaker, you don't have to be perfect. It didn't have to be perfect. And I'm totally okay with it not being perfect at all. I'm totally okay with it being the way it is. First off, the performances: Ezra Miller, Michael Keaton, and Sasha Calle as Supergirl. Sorry, Sasha Calle as Supergirl. Yes, that really was. They are amazing. They make a great cast. They make a great trio. The casting was almost pitch perfect. And it's really refreshing too to see Michael Shannon come back as General Zod from Man of Steel 10 years prior. I know Michael Shannon in an interview was a little confused as to how he was going to come back because Superman killed him in Man of Steel. But regardless, I was just so happy that it worked out. Honestly, the writing, the plot is actually really interesting. It does remind me, I know I say this a lot, well, not a lot, but it does remind me somewhat of the Back to the Future, and I know that's a cliche because it's a time travel movie, but this was a movie that it's really underappreciated. It's really like a few of movies on that I've reviewed already. It doesn't get the love that it deserves right now. And I think this is one of those movies that's really going to age very, very well in the future. I really enjoyed the plotting. The pacing was good. The pacing wasn't too dull. It didn't drag. It wasn't too deliberate. That's what I appreciate. There were some spots where it could have been deliberate and they could have stretched it out a little bit more, but in all honesty, this movie was nicely paced. And again, I gotta praise Ezra Miller's acting abilities, because for him to pull off a dual performance as older Barry Allen and younger Barry Allen in a different parallel universe, that's good. That's great. And yeah. I mean, despite what you think, say whatever you want about Ezra Miller, he is a very talented actor. You got to give him that. You cannot take that away from him. And it is just so great watching Michael Keaton come back as Batman. That is really just a blessing. It's almost like a dream come true, like watching Spider-Man No Way Home again, or I guess watching Obi-Wan Kenobi with Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin Skywalker. But yeah, this movie, it really wasn't as bad as people say. The action sequences were awesome. They don't drag. They're not too long. They're not too short. Honestly, if it were released in a different time period, maybe before COVID and when there wasn't a writer's strike, it might have made a lot more money. So I guess I don't want to blame the writer's strike, but that certainly didn't help. And I think looking back, this was a movie that more fans will appreciate with time. And I said earlier that this was the best DCEU film because I believe it's the only film that's able to balance comedy and drama. Because Man of Steel and Wonder Woman, they were heavy on drama but not comedy. And Shazam and James Gunn's The Suicide Squad were mostly heavy on comedy. They had some drama to it, but they were mostly heavy on comedy. The Flash, I believe, is like the best movie that balanced both. And it was it was kind of like watching one of the better Marvel Cinematic Universe films. The humor was good. It never felt forced. In all honesty, I really don't. I'm gonna say it. The visual effects were actually pretty decent. They're actually pretty good. And these people worked really hard on this film, and I can't take that away from them. Like, and having such a subversive plot, and knowing that this movie is really interesting and takes superhero films, to new heights, to new levels. This is really something that people should appreciate more. And I honestly, this was a film that really illustrated the tone of what the DCEU should have been. It wasn't too dark, but it wasn't too hokey. So I mean, that's really why we go to the films. Balance the light with the dark. And The Flash was able to do that. And also, like, the opening sequence when Ben Affleck's Batman beats up Carmine Falcone's henchman was incredible. It really was incredible. So all in all, I give this an 8.5 out of 10. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.